Are you tired of that to-do list and never seeming to get that to-do list done on a timely manner? Do you struggle with, moving the needle in your life, with achieving anything that you really want to do? Instead, you feel like you're always just writing down things that must be done. My name's Jenny, founder of Planner Perfect, and I coach women how to write a better story through the power of scripting. I'm also a homeschool mom of 8, and I've been doing this for decades. And I cannot wait to share with you 3 different tips so that you not only get your to-do list done, but much, much more. Let's get started. Okay, you guys, the first thing I want you to do, number 1, is I want you to get a spiral notebook, and I want you to write down everything that you want to do. We're just going to do for one day, all that you want to do in that day, what you need to get done, your to-do list, okay? But here's also what I want you to do. I want you to also include some things that you want to do. Make sure you do this, okay? Just write it all out, be as messy or list it down as how you want to do it. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to be transferring all of this over into your planner. Number 2, make sure you have established routines for the morning and the evening. I like to call them my pillars. So when you've got pillars like that, you're strong in the foundation, the foundational part of your day. You have blocks of time that you have created so that you're set up for the morning, and in the evening, you're set up for a pleasant evening and the next day. So this evening one is especially important so that it sets you up for the morning, and then the morning sets this tone for the rest of the day. This is very vital because here's where you can also include things that you do for you, as well as certain tasks and things that you can get a foothold on before the day really even begins, which is how I've always run my life. So make sure that you have routines. If you don't have one, create some. Get some things down where you know what you can do in the evening and during the day. Later in the video, more towards the end, I'm going to share with you some of mine and an example page in my planner of how that looks like. Number 3, make it plain. Gosh, I love the scripture in Habakkuk 2:2, where it says, write the vision and make it plain on tablets. To write a vision is imperative. To know what you want is something that is needed for you to live a life that you love. You're always envisioning, actually. You're always visioning and by thinking of things. And a lot of times we think on the wrong things. I want to really inspire you to put your mind in the right place and begin to be dreaming up things. I want you to dream up things that you really want and what it looks like in the end. For the first time, what does that look like and what does that feel like? Just envisioning that and making it plain. Making it plain, and also this is where scripting comes in. Scripting is a long-handed form of really writing out your game plan. It's taking a simple task and breaking it down so that it's, number 1, more meaningful. It's taking what you do in everything that you do in your life as something that is intentional. So you're wanting to do it. It's meaningful. You can create an atmosphere and an environment, and you can set yourself up to make sure that you're not just doing a menial task. You're taking it very seriously and you're doing it at 100%. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, from writing the to-do list all the way through the getting it into your planner and how you can choreograph those to-dos into something that is more intentional, meaningful, and will get executed. I'm going to give you an example of what that would look like, and then we'll apply it into the planner and show you what a day looks like in the Planner Perfect Planner. Okay, here we go. Here is, this is one of my spirals here from Planner Perfect. It's so cute. This is my watercolor daisy, so it looks really good. Let's go ahead and get that. This is my whole, I call it now it's a brain dumping system. And this is where I brain dump everything, including things I got to do like this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. how I do this. I'm now calling it kind of my mind map, because this is the most vital preparatory phase of anything that you'll do, because this is where you can really kind of dream, map out, forward think, get God downloads, and then categorize them into your planner on the days that fit you the best. So let's go ahead and write down just a simple to-do list. And then I'm going to also show you, if you don't have a morning and evening routine, a sample of one that's easy to implement on the quick. And let me just share with you how this can almost be like, if you even look at it this way, this looks like it's completely separate from your life. You've got a whole life you're living on that, let's say, Monday. And you don't even have it choreographed within the day on how you plan on getting that done, which time frame, time block, time stamp, how, why, what else is going with the dinner. If it's a roast, what time would you put that in? I mean, we're talking a couple hours? So would it be 3? Are you going to be home? There's just a lot of questions here. Now here, look at this, wash floor. Now this would be one that I would want to be able to get done, but watch me not do it. The moment I feel a little fatigue, or, it's time for dinner, I'll do it tomorrow. Do you see how this can be something where now you start to begin to have a running to-do list of things that don't get done? So you'll maybe do 1 or 2, you'll bake, but what are you baking? I'll give you a sample routine of mine. So I have an AM routine, and it is in stone. I will make minor changes seasonally, but other than that, it stays pretty much the same. And this is just every day. So I get up at 6 a.m. So at 6 a.m. and I have coffee, and then I will spend about 1 hour. It says 1 to 2. I wrote 1 to 2 hours here, but it's where 1 hour is where, because I wake up before my husband. So this is where I can read my, scripture. So, and then I would usually what I do is watch some of my YouTube videos that I'm learning about. I'm trying to learn something, so I will do that. And then my husband will come down, and I'll just kind of chat with him for a little bit. So I kind of block that time frame out. So it's just me blocking time. And this can just vary. Sometimes I know I need to get moving earlier, and then I just will be like, okay, right away, I should be getting in the shower here. So then here, what I will do is then I will shower. I'll always specify if it's a hair day or not, like if I have to wash my hair. No hair wash day. I'll do something like that. That way I know that I can get ready much quicker. Then I've got my, this is where I do my morning chores. So I will then, and I'm getting dressed, and then I'm going to tidy my bathroom. And then I'm going to throw in a load of laundry. I'm going to make my bed. And I'm going to fold laundry. Usually I'll do it on my bed. And I will put away. It's usually last night's. I do my laundry every day till it's done. So I do it daily. And then I then will go downstairs to do my blocks of time. And this is usually when I get breakfast ready. Take Oliver out, my dog. Depends if I do this or not. Take dogs for a walk. Yeah, let's just stop it there, because then now I'm breakfast ready for boys is what I'm doing here. So I'm just ready. Now I can go from there on my specific day plan for the day. For my PM routine, there's dinner, and it's tidy the kitchen. It's making sure all the laundry is done. And this is just my routine. Things can work around that routine, but this is what I like to do personally, aside from anything else that we decide to do. Making sure all the laundry is done and main family room clean. And then I do my jammies. I pull down my bed. Sometimes I'll even light a candle. And then this is where I will write in my planner on a different, day, or on different days, it might look a little bit different. So, whether I'm crocheting something or watching a movie with the kids or whatever. So that is that morning routine. And that's something that you can kind of brain dump to even think about what that looks like for you. Using the spiral notebook is such a great, handy way to do this. Okay, so now, since you've already got these things that are going to go into your planner, now you've got this to-do list. So let's talk about this and get out my planner. I'm going to show you what this can look like so you can now take this kind of visionary, make it plain, and let's put it into our planners to really make sense of it all. And let's break down these to-dos. To make this easy, I am in a leather traveler's notebooks that I've created. These are in my store. This is an A5 and this is Isabella. So this is the cover of the monthly planner. And now I am in here. This is just one of my sample ones I've actually put in here so I could work this out with you. So let's go ahead and look at the planner and the to-do list side by side, because this is what you're going to be working with. So I always write down my routine in my planner because it's my life we're talking about. It's my story scripted and it's documented. And these are this is just such an amazing way to keep your life documented, and you just really just have these stored and you keep them and you can look back upon them because your life is so enriched when you script. So let's go ahead and get started. I have that I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. So that was not a part of my to-do list, but it is a part of my morning routine. So my morning routine comes first. Coffee and read. I even write down, this is while you script, you are getting detailed about what this looks like. So you actually know what you want to do. So like if you want to say, I'm just going to get up and I'm going to have devotions, I'm going to just read my Bible. Well, maybe you could even take it a step further and be intentional about where in the Bible you're going to go. And that way you can really move in a direction that pleases you. Some days you might get real bored of that, or maybe you feel like, I don't feel like it. And that's what happens when we're not really intentional. We're kind of sloppy with what we want. We're wishy-washy. We'll be easily strayed off of it. But when we put full intention and we are writing and scripting down, we're writing in detail which direction we want to move, which book of the Bible we want to start. Your why gets expressed inevitably. And when that happens, you're intrinsically going to move in that direction. You're going to want to do it. It's like your mind, it's like you're creating this memory pattern where you already have this memory. It's like you already did it. And that's the whole point. You're kind of writing down your life in advance, like you've already done it. And so you just kind of move into those intentions according to your vision. It's important that you do this so that you will execute it. Your mind will want you to, and it'll push you in that direction. When you give your mind not a vision, then your mind will be sloppy, and so your execution will be sloppy. In order to really get things done, to really live a fulfilling life, you must know what you want first, and then you have to be detailed about what that looks like. Next, I'm going to be going into the shower. It's a no-wash hair day, so that means, I'm not going to spend as much time. So then I'm writing down my what I always do in the morning, which is tidy my bathroom, start a load of laundry, fold and put away, tidy the boys' room and bathroom. So then I go downstairs to tidy the main level. So this is my morning routine that I'm doing. Now downstairs to the tidy the main level, have breakfast ready for the boys. Usually what I would do here, have breakfast ready. Now, since this is an example day, I'd be like sliced, banana bread. That's actually their absolute favorite. So then I have a Zoom meeting at 11. That Zoom meeting is over here. That Zoom meeting needed to be down, have my paper ready and be prepared for it. And, you could even get more descriptive if you need to. So that's something that is just a little bit more specific. I know exactly what the main point I want to do, and then all of the details for that Zoom meeting would be in my business planner. But this is just making me right in the forefront of my mind. Mind you, I'm writing this the day before, by the way. Usually on a Sunday, I am doing my planner. So I've got that. Check email. Now I've got email Sarah. Instead of just email, I'm writing a little bit more with some detail of what exactly I am emailing and to who. I have wash the floor. So now if I didn't have this intentionally going in here, and I didn't have it choreographed in a certain block, that didn't have enough purpose around it right here in order for me to really want to do it. But when I have it part of a cleaning routine that I'm doing, and today is my day to clean the main level and wash the floors, now I know that my late morning right before lunch, I'm going to get busy washing those floors for the day right around after I do that email, right after 11, and right after I'm done feeding, tidying, and doing this. I know the flow of that day, which sets me up to be able to execute it. Now here it also says bake. Baking today. It also says grab a welcome gift for the new neighbors. Now this is something that you would write down on a list that you needed to do. So here I say I'm going to make 2 loaves of bread, and then I'm going to make 2 for me and my family, and then 2 more for my new neighbor. So my bread that I bake, it makes 2 loaves. So I say here that I'm going to have 1 loaf for the neighbor, and here I'm going to make the other dough that I'm going to make it into rolls to go with the roast tonight. So now you're really just getting your juices flowing of how your day can flow, how you can make your dinner even better. I mean, so if you just write down that you're going to be doing a roast for dinner, you could be like, what am I going to do for a side? And you start to scramble. This eliminates all of that. So dinner I have roast. I'm going to have to put that in at 3, because if I don't, then we won't have roast. So I need to make sure that I even know what time I'm putting it in. So, and then I was going to be doing I'm going to do a garlic studded roast with mashed potatoes and a big salad. And of course, hot out of the oven rolls. And then pumpkin bread for dessert, because that's something that I put in my baking day. And then clean up, have the boys help. This is more my evening routine. So I'm always cleaning up. I'm tidying up the whole main level because I want that to be nice and tidy. And here is where we're adding something fun that's unique to this particular Monday, but light up the fire tonight and sit outside. It's a beautiful night. Then we'll go in, jammies. I'm crocheting a blanket right now, and I want to finish that up. So it's crochet and finish up my blanket to bed by 10. And I really just wanted you to see what that looks like, to be able to take this, finish crocheting, Zoom meeting, make a roast, wash floor, grab a gift for the new neighbor, bake, run to the store. Now here's another example, running to the store. That didn't make the cut. So I didn't even have to put that in. There's no stress here. And I decided not to go to the store because I decided to take what I baked and put it into her gift basket. So it's just a self-audit, There's no stress here. This is your life. You're making the rules. You're the one who has the vision, and you're making it plain on your planner. You are living a life of intention. And guess what? You're bringing your mind on board. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Those are the 3 tips I have for you so that you could actually get your to-do list done. I hope that this video has inspired you to live beyond a to-do list and write a better story.